Hello and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Vicky and I'm a mum of 3 boys, and this is the kind of food we typically eat over the course of around a week as a family of 5. So I'm just about to make some dinner for tonight, and I'm actually going to try and make a sauce out of these bits. Well, I'm not going to try it, I am. It's going to work. So I've got 2 tins of peeled plum tomatoes, 2 onions. I'm going to use some chicken stock, a tub of light garlic and herb soft cheese. Then I've got some cumin and some smoked paprika. I'll probably also add in a little bit of chilli. And I'm going to make 2 dishes. So one is going to be mixed with pasta, and I'm going to top that with some smoky sausage. And then I'm also going to do one where instead of pasta, I'm going to put roasted butternut squash, and I'm going to top that with chicken. And then we've got 2 different dishes. So Steve and I will probably have the butternut one because not all the boys are a fan of butternut squash. Sometimes I think it's the sweetness because they don't like sweet potato that much either, unless it's like proper crispy fries. Anyway, I'm just rambling. We would rather have butternut squash than pasta. They like the kielbasa sausage, whereas we're going to have chicken. So same kind of dinner, completely different. I'm rambling again. I've got a white top on and I'm about to make something with tomatoes, so that's not going to go well. Anyway, I'm going to start off by frying off my onions. I'm also going to put a cube of frozen garlic in my pan as well. Fry these off, add the tomatoes, spices, some stock, and then stir this through at the end. And I might top the 2 like pasta bake and the butternut squash bake with some grated cheese and pop in the oven. Something like that, we'll see, but this is how we're starting. So I'm just chopping up my butternut squash, and if you haven't watched my channel before and seen how I do it, I basically prick the skin and microwave it for 5 to 10 minutes depending on how big your squash is. I usually start off with 5. And then as you can see, the skin goes really nice and soft, and you can just literally peel it off with a knife, because I don't know about you, but the amount of times I've almost taken off a hand, literally cut my hand off whilst trying to peel a butternut squash. But as you can see, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera with the other. Obviously I'm not going to do the whole thing one-handed, but I'm just showing you how simple it is to get the skin off. I mean, you can roast it in the skin, but I don't want the skin for this recipe, so it just slices off like butter rather than wrestling and flinging it around the kitchen and endangering your life. So little tip, just pop it in the microwave, prick the skin, 5 to 10 minutes, and then the skin literally just peels away. Right, so I've got my onions and my garlic fried off in there. I've also added some Worcestershire sauce. Now I'm going to put my chopped tomatoes, well, they're plum tomatoes which I've chopped with some scissors. So I've actually decided to air fry my butternut instead of putting it in the oven, just because it's more compact and easier, and that's all I need to roast. So I think I'm going to do it on the chip setting to start with, which is 20 minutes I believe at 200 degrees. Spray some oil on it and put some salt and pepper. And then I'll give it a little bit of a sort of shake around, move around, and then see if it needs longer. It probably will need about 30-35 minutes because it takes about 45 to 50 in the oven. So just see how we go, and then I will carry on with my sauce. So I've chopped up 4 of the kielbasa, pop them in there. I've got my butternut squash in this one, and then what I'm going to do is add the pasta that I've just cooked till it's like al dente, so it's not completely, wow, that's a lot more than I thought. Not completely cooked, but it will continue cooking in the oven. So I've got my pasta in there, and then my sauce. I've added my cream cheese, and I'm going to put half in this pasta dish, roughly. And I'm going to put half in with the butternut. So it's like a smoky, creamy pasta with sausage, and then we've got a smoky, creamy butternut with chicken. Into my sauce I added the tomatoes as you saw, then I added a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of smoked paprika. I then put a chicken stock cube and a tin of water that I washed like the tomatoes out with. So I've just got some chicken in the air fryer, which I'm going to cook till it's literally just cooked. I don't want it too cooked like I would if I was going to eat it straight away, because obviously this is going to go in the oven, so it will continue cooking, but I don't want to put it in completely raw. So that's that one. That one I'm just going to mix up, and I'm going to add some grated cheese on the top of that, and then they can both go in the oven a little bit later on when we're ready to eat, and that is dinner done. And this is the sausage pasta bake out of the oven. I'm just going to serve it with some garlic bread for the boys. So here is the sausage pasta dished up, and just put a little bit more grated cheese on because it all seems to disappear when you grate it on top and it goes in the oven. Just got a little bit of garlic bread with it, and I will show you the other one now. And here is the butternut one. So we've got chicken, butternut, that really nice sauce, and then just straight lettuce, and then a little bit of salad on the side with some lighter than light mayo, and I'm probably going to add some chilli and some lime juice. And this is what we have for dinner. So this dinner was one of our favourites, which is beef smash burgers. So it's just some seasoned beef mince like garlic granules, onion granules, salt and pepper, and we form them into balls and then literally smash them down in a pan, top them with a cheese slice, and then we serve them on buns, some roasted peppers, onions and some jalapenos. This is Steve just smashing them down. He's like the chief burger smasher. We also ordered some of this Japanese mayo from Amazon. It makes such a difference, it's so creamy. And we put that on the bottom of the toasted brioche buns. Don't know about you, but does anybody else ever struggle with brioche buns? Like, you turn your back on them and they are burnt. Pop them in the toaster and you think they're just going to pop up. It doesn't matter how low you put the toaster. Turn my back and I always managed to burn one. So it didn't really affect the flavour. The burgers were absolutely amazing, but I do get frustrated. We keep burning the brioche buns. So you're probably going to find me a little bit crazy for this, but I thought I'd show you one of my breakfasts that I have because it keeps me really, really full, and it's just a bit more interesting than like porridge or like eggs on toast. So I've got 3, these are sweet chilli rice cakes. Sometimes I use salt and vinegar or plain, depends what I've got. And then on the top of those, sorry, the washing machine's going, let's move over here. On the top of those, I've got some eggs. So I've got 2 boiled eggs mixed with some lighter than light mayo. I've got 2 slices of oak smoked ham, some chopped cucumber and 100 grams of cottage cheese, and then I put cayenne pepper on the top of that as well because I love everything spicy. And this is just really high protein, it's got some good carbs in it as well, and it keeps me really, really full up, and it also stops me getting bored with my breakfast. So yeah, I just thought I'd pop it in. I know it looks really, really strange, but if you haven't tried like a picky kind of breakfast like this, then highly recommend it because I love picky food and it's just nice to start the day with something other than cereal or toast. Tonight's dinner we have done these popcorn scampi bites from Iceland, and some beans and some new potatoes that I've just put a little bit of butter on, and that's it. Basically that is what we're having tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have some of my pre-made, pre-prepped tandoori, no they're not tandoori, they're smoked paprika, balsamic vinegar and cayenne pepper chicken skewers that I did on my emergency meal prep, and then we've got some crispy bacon, some feta cheese and a salad that I've put together. It's got some buffalo sauce and some onion, lettuce, cucumber, that kind of thing. And this is what we're having tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have got some chicken flatbreads. So we've got homemade flatbreads which Steve made earlier today using the 50-50 method of self-raising flour and Greek yogurt. So you just use like 100 grams of Greek yogurt, 100 grams of flour, and then you put them in a dry pan and just cook them each side for a few minutes. I have done it in lots of videos and I will be doing it again. The chicken I've just marinated in some smoked paprika, some cumin, some garlic granules and some lime juice, and air fried it for about 20 minutes. And then I've got some Japanese mayo and some lettuce on the bottom. And then I've just made some rice. I've just put some turmeric in the water. It's really, really sunny tonight. And then I've put some salt as well. And then I've just stirred a little bit of butter through it as well, just to give it a little bit of creaminess. And that is what is for dinner tonight. That rice is glowing. Yeah, this is what is for dinner tonight. So for this dinner we had a buffalo chicken lasagna. I have got a meal prep video coming up soon in which I show you how to make this. It's such a nice recipe. If you like buffalo chicken you will absolutely love it. So make sure to keep an eye out for that one. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video and it's given you some kind of inspiration for what to make your family. And subscribe if you're not already, and I'll be back really, really soon with another video. Take care guys.
Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.